हाय, मेरा नाम है अदिति। आप सुन रहे हो काय पण अदिति। ये है मेरा मार्च मैराथन। ये महीने रोज नए एक एपिसोड अपलोड करूँगी 7 PM इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड टाइम। आई डू होप यू ट्यून इन. आई डू होप you hit the follow button so that you don't miss out on any of my episode, and do share. I would love to have more newer audience on my podcast. Yeah, let's talk about today. आज का एपिसोड शायद थोड़ा लंबा होगा एज कम्पेयर टू माई नॉर्मल 10-12 मिनट एपिसोड. शायद ये थोड़ा लंबा हो, सो फेयर वार्निंग. या ओके, so me and my trainer Priyanka, we were engaging in a conversation and हम इतना बात कर लिए कि आधा घंटा out of the 1 hour of our training session we just talked for half hour. द फनी थिंग इज़ कि हम अगर एक दूसरे को कॉल करेंगे ना तो शायद ये टॉपिक याद भी ना आए या हम बात भी ना करें या एनी थिंग, राइट? आएगा ही नहीं. बट इट्स जस्ट व्हेन वी स्टार्ट वर्किंग आउट इज़ व्हेन आई गेस द ब्रेन स्टिम्युलेशन हैपन्स एंड वी कम अप विथ सच इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक्स. अ लॉट ऑफ माई पॉडकास्ट एपिसोड्स जस्ट कम आउट व्हेन आई एम वर्किंग एंड yeah, that's how it works. What's funny is when we decide to get on a call, as I said, टॉपिक आते ही नहीं है. एनीवेज हम बात करने लगे एंड आधा घंटा चला गया. आई स्वेयर अगर हम वहाँ पे रुकते नहीं थे ना, पूरा घंटा भर बात ही कर रहे होते. एनीवेज, फाइंड माई ट्रेनर Priyanka at my journey of yoga on Instagram. Not sponsored. I love working out with her. Thought to give her a shout out. So this was not an argument that we had, but more like an adult conversation. I was given a different perspective of what I was currently going through, and she gave me a fresh or her take on the system of arranged marriage in India in general, right? So she is a product of an arranged marriage. Luckily, she did find love before she ended up saying yes to this guy, and yes, she was in love, I can say, when she got married. So in an arranged marriage, for those who are curious, who still live under the rock or have still not watched Indian matchmaking, your parents fix you up with a guy. You decide to talk and see if you connect on a basic level, and you share those values with each other, and then you let your parents know if it's working out or if it's not working out for you. Now, from a female point of view, I've come across a lot of people with a lot of they want a lot from women without having the same for themselves. Here's what I mean by that. They expect the girl to have had or whatever master's degree. The girl needs to be fair, good looking, slim, trim, coming from a good family, great background, certain caste and community, must not drink or smoke or be non-vegetarian, be ready to change their caste if it's sort of intercaste, needs to be working, should be well cultured, respectful, should be able to bear a child if it comes to that stage, whatever. All of these qualities are usually asked from a girl, irrespective of those qualities are being met by a guy or not. Once I came across a guy who became sort of religious post visiting to America, and he wanted me to change and follow those customs and traditions too. I told him, look, whatever you do it out of respect and out of love for what you do and for the people, but I do not want to be forced into something that I do not believe in and that I do not serve. Like, see, if you are praying to God or whatever, that's your faith, that's your belief. You cannot force anyone into joining any community or any religion or force them to convert to a certain. You can't force anybody to do anything. Yeah, right? So this guy, it just started feeling cult like vibe to me, and honestly I got scared. I don't remember if he even asked me what my likes and my dislikes are. He was like, so this is what's happening, and I work and that's great, but I also serve the community and this and that. But if you don't love the community and you're just doing it for the sake of doing it, what good would it do to you, right? Anyways, I got scared at the end of the conversation. Of course, I ran and blocked him up. Literally, I told him this might not work out. Thanks for talking. I've come across weird people, let me just be honest. Anyways, Me and my friend were talking about this guy. I recently came across. His profile was shared with me, and his profile said his family has called off. Technically, it's not called roka, but meethi jeep, that's what they called it. Meethi zaban, kacha nimbu. I don't know how do I call it. What do I call it? Okay. So basically, he was about to get engaged to this girl. I don't think it's called roka, but technically roka is the first step in the system of marriage, meaning you and this person are committing to each other now. You cannot get engaged or married to anyone because this is roka. We've stopped you. This is it. You are it for me. You are sort of mine wala commitment. Yeah. So one of the family called off this roka or meethi jeeb or whatever, that's what they called it because मुझे ऐसा लगता है they use this term because hey, it's a taboo still to say we broke off the engagement. Anyways, they called it off. The fact that they had to, if it was not a big deal, they did not even need to mention it. But I feel कि they did get engaged. I feel he did get engaged, and since it looked like a broken engagement is still a taboo, and so they just wrote कि okay, this was like a कच्चा नींबू वाला, कच्चा नींबू हो गया, चलो मीठी ज़बान दी थी, कुछ हुआ नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं हुआ है, and we called it off because of the horoscope mismatch. अब इतना झूठ कौन बोलता है? अब फाइनल स्टेज तक पहुंच गए, शायद एंगेजमेंट अंगूठी कौन देखने गया, अंगूठी एक्सचेंज हुई भी है कि नहीं, बट पोस्ट गिविंग योर कमिटमेंट यू आर सेइंग कि उसके बाद हमने फिर से हॉरोस्कोप मैच करवाया, एंड देन यू आर सेइंग कि मिस मैच हो गया हॉरोस्कोप. व्हाट द फक. नाउ it just came across, everything just came across as a lie. Usually the horoscope matching is step 1 in the entire system of arranged marriage. Then the biodatas are passed along from parents to kids, and then with permission, of course, if both of them say yes, the biodata looks good, she looks great, whatever, they ask for the permission, numbers are shared, and then the conversation happens, right? I was curious, yes, I was curious. I asked what happened to this guy. I'm trying to be more open to talking to a lot of people, and it does not affect me. भाई ठीक है, if you don't, तेरा टूट गया है तो भी ठीक है, fine, it's fine, right? It's not a big deal to me at least. And I asked him what happened. Like, sure, I'm curious, what happened? He said, we talked for a week, we met then for 2 hours in person, we vibed really well. Here's another word that I hate, vibe. किस चिड़िया का नाम है vibe? Anyways, he liked her enough to say yes, let's go ahead. Verbally he said this to her, aka meethi jaban. I don't know how much this was, whatever he was saying was truthful. He said, but due to horoscope mismatch, it was cancelled. Horoscope mismatch is not the last step, brother. It is not the last step. In fact, it is the first step. I asked him, you liked her a lot. That might be the only reason you must have said yes or go ahead. Why did you not fight for her? Why? You know how hard the system of arranged marriage is, and when you do actually finally come across somebody that you like, why did you not fight for her? You liked her, you loved her somewhere. I was so angry. Maybe he did not like her enough to fight for her. He said, I did not want to put my health at risk due to horoscope mismatch. I was shocked. I did not have any words. I've seen a lot of people believe in such shit, and then I've also seen a lot of people who don't believe in such shit, and they're all living and based out in here in India and have had successful marriages. If you love like someone to reach to that stage in commitment, ऐसा बेवकूफ़ी कौन करता है? and then you say you're educated and unemployed. भाई अगर इतना एस्ट्रोलॉजी में मानने लग गए हम, तो आधा दुनिया तो करेगा ही नहीं शादी. हाउ आर द वेस्टर्नर्स देन गेटिंग मैरिड? दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. हाउ आर द वेस्टर्नर्स गेटिंग मैरिड? सभी सिंगल होते अगर ऐसा सिचुएशन होता तो. इट जस्ट हर्ट मी कि ही एक्चुअली liked her enough to say yes to her, and then he backed out just because, just because. I asked him how much did he earn. He quoted me a number. Basically, it was less than the average pay that company offered a software developer, engineer, whatever. So I asked him, Kiar, what if your partner does not wish to work? Would you be able to sustain the life of two people on your salary? Now, I never told him that I did not want to work. I used the term partner. I was genuinely expecting him to say, that is completely up to her. I'm okay either ways. If she decides to work, I'm okay. If she does not wish to work, I make more than enough for us to survive, to sustain a life. What I got was, what will she do? She will get bored staying at home all day. I truly wanted to see if he is a provider. कल को कुछ हो जाता है, वो छोड़ देता है हाथ या whatever. He's not a provider. I wanted to truly see if he can provide, what is he really bringing onto the table. There is not honestly much. As the conversation went on, I just started feeling like मैं ही ज़्यादा interested थी ये लड़के में as compared to him interested in me, because I had good questions coming in as well. So one of the very normal question that keeps being asked is, what are your expectations from your future partner? So I told him, I appreciate a mature adult, well-traveled, does not think cooking or cleaning is like a one gender-specific role, is a gentleman, opens door, pulls chair, very entrepreneurial, non-religious, physically fit, well-groomed, non-smoker, got his own house, does not live with his parents, appreciate the dink lifestyle, dual income, no kid lifestyle, but just overall being open. Yeah, that's what I told him. Then I asked him, what are your expectations of future partner? Here's what he told me. He says, I believe in trust and transparency are the main ingredients to a sustainable marriage. Rest, everything goes with the flow. Ye kya hai? Trust and transparency. I think that is part of the marriage. I don't think marriage can sustain or survive on that. You really do. Everybody does come with a lot of expectations. This was the most bullshit answer I have ever come across. Sure, it is an answer, but is that realistic answer? I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. Another question that came up was, he asked me, what do I do? I said, hey, so I'm currently jobless, but I am a content creator and a podcaster on the sideline. I asked him if he had any side hustles, because I do appreciate an entrepreneur. He is working and also he has a side hustle. I just find that very hot. Anyways, he said he didn't, but he was interested in learning, or he's starting to learn more about share market. And I'm like, okay, that is not a side hustle, but he's okay. I'm like, okay, fine. He didn't have anything. He never asked me, what kind of content, what kind of podcast, what do you talk about on your podcast? Is that something that you're passionate about? Does that make you happy? Do you wish to do more of that? I mean, the creator economy is booming, Aditi. Zero questions around my passions, around what I'm doing or what I'm already been hustling. Never asked how long I've been doing for, and I've been creating content since 2011. More than 13 years I've been creating content. I've been working my ass off to be where I am today. Zero fucking questions about my passions, my likes, my dislikes. Okay, a couple of questions later, he asked me the following question that somewhat indicated that he was no longer interested in me. And believe me, ladies, I have never been asked this question on a call or even on a chat. The question was, so you want to talk further or how do you want to proceed? My mouth was dropped open. I was like, he went there, he said that. Oh my god. Look, when someone is interested and already have been talking to you for so long, why would you ask this person such question? Why not go with the flow? Didn't you say you just go with the flow? This is not go with the flow. Somewhere I started feeling like he had already made up his mind. He could have easily said, so look, I understand it's late there in India, we can continue the conversation tomorrow. He could have said that. No, he did not say that. He knew what he wanted by the end of this conversation. He did not want to talk further. Usually people do say, ki bhai, okay, let's talk tomorrow, or let's talk day after, or I have something going on, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Something like that. नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं बोला. Somewhere I started feeling like he had already made up his mind and forcing the decision on me. My gut used the term manipulation. It started feeling like खुद का कुछ नहीं था उसके पास, खुद का honest opinion या जो भी, खुद का कुछ नहीं था. He just wanted to push that thought on me कि भाई तू बैड पुलिस है, तू ना बोल रही है. आई वॉन्ट यू टू से नो फर्स्ट टू मी बिफोर आई से नो टू यू समवेयर, राइट? सो आई रिस्पेक्टफुली, so be that. I was like, be that. Let me be the bad guy. Let me just say it then. So I respectfully told him I do not wish to move forward and I appreciate this time and conversation. Good luck. Honestly, I've never come across such question in my entire system. जब जितने भी लोगों से बात किया, nobody ever asked me this. They're straight up honest, right? कि भाई okay, let's continue this conversation tomorrow, whatever. His automatic next response, and I'm not even joking, probably one of the most degrading and hurtful thing you can say to anyone. His automatic next response when I told him I hope you find somebody and appreciate your time, la la la, he said this to me: thank you for your time. I was looking for someone who has a job and passion for work and does not sit idle. Good luck. Yeah, that was hurtful. Oh my god, that was hurt. That really hurt. After that response, ladies and gentlemen, I could have said a lot. That was simply hurtful. I've never been treated like that, and neither have I treated anyone with such crash response. I am a classy lady. I smiled, I moved on, I made an episode out of it. So I took a screenshot, I sent it to my mom. I told her, money can't buy class, mom. Yeah. The funny thing is, I went back and I checked the conversation. He deleted his last comment about this. He deleted this response. Ki bhai, I'm looking for so and so girl who is passionate about work and not sit idle. I'm like, oh, now your truth and now your go with the flow is coming out, right? This is the kind of truthful, honest expectation you have from your person. Trust and transparency you want. This is the transparency he was talking about, right? Oh my god, this hurt. This genuinely hurt. Anyways, my trainer and I were in a conversation about this specific topic, and all this happened. Of course, you go to your friend, you talk about this shit. She told me love happens after marriage, and that's arranged marriage in a nutshell. You talk about what you like, what your basic principles are, where you cannot negotiate, what your negotiable and non-negotiable are, what you don't like and what you like, and depending upon that, she's seen people get married within 2 weeks of the conversation. That's correct, 2 weeks. How does this concept applicable to the Western world? This might not actually really work out after all. I don't know how does it work out. यहाँ बरसों निकल जाते हैं लोगों को समझने में, एंड यहाँ लोग 2 हफ्ते में शादी कर रहे हैं, लोल. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, जितने भी लोगों ने शादी की, एटलीस्ट इन माई सर्कल, देव लाइक शादी में क्या ही रखा है, मत कर, कुछ नहीं रखा है। तू तेरे को जितना टाइम लेना है ले, डोंट गेट trapped in this system of marriage. Whoever is telling you to get married, don't listen to them. We are married, we know what shit has gone down, and so enjoy your freedom, enjoy as much as you can, have the best time of your life, and do not look back. I'm like, wow, like I don't know if I want to say wow or what the fuck, or if I want to say I'm so sorry you have to go through that. Like, I've just been told, कि भाई शादी कर ले. But I know I crack under pressure. I cannot bloom under pressure, and this pressure is rubbish. Like, I cannot perform under pressure. I cannot be pressurized into dating or into marriage or into anything. It needs to come out of my own heart, from my own brain, and from an understanding that I am mature, I am ready to take on such responsibility. It's like you already have your set of problems going on right now, A, B and C, and now after you get married, you have X, Y and Z set of problems, as well as your A, B and C set of problems, and ghar ka and bahar ka and everything. I told my friend, I told Priyanka, I do want to believe in love. I want to fall in love. I don't want to settle for love. Settle is one of the most triggering terms in my vocabulary of arranged marriage or marriage in general. Ki bhai, when people say I want to settle down, I'm like, fuck settling. I want to fall in love. I want to experience love. I want to rise in love, and I want to fall in love. I can't do anything out of just for the sake of doing it, or like for the sake of yaar, अरे तेरा तो उम्र निकल रहा है यार, fuck that. The only reason you end up getting married is because you truly love each other. You have respect for each other, and we're not talking about spending 1 or 2 years together. We're talking about spending the rest of your life. And compromise नहीं होता है तो नहीं होता है, क्या कर सकते हैं? You have to be truly honest with yourself. Is this what you really want? Are you comfortable? Are you mature enough to handle the responsibilities? Like, it hit me hard when the Christians have this vow ki in sickness and in health. Sickness can also mean this person is not able to wipe his ass, and he's genuinely sick, and you have to do this to your partner, do that for your partner, and like help her get up from the toilet, and feed and provide, and like dress this person up or down, like depending upon what kind of what they are going through, I don't know. But like, in sickness and in health, that shit is real. That vow is very real. And so unless and until you're truly mature enough to understand ki you have to be that, you have to love this person enough to be able to do that, is a lot, honestly. I don't know if I can do that. Anyways, I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Thank you. Bye.